From Rugbytown, USA, we've reached week 6 of the Pacific Rugby Premiership's inaugural campaign, and today the Glendale Raptors will square off against OMBAC at Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. Hello everyone, welcome to Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado for Game 2 of Week 6. I'm Ray Veers, once again with Dan Power. Dan, we're at the midpoint of this competition. It seems to be working very well.
Definitely working very well. The Pacific Rugby Premiership. We saw a great first game here today. Now we look at two of the most established teams in the competition, Glendale and Old Mission Beach Athletic Club, one of the original powerhouses of USA Rugby.
Oh yeah, OMBAC, they date back to the middle 60s in Southern California rugby. One of the best clubs historically in the United States. They've had a little bit of lean times lately, but they have won a combined 11 national championships. This year, though, they've had a little bit of a stop-start season. They did have a rain out last weekend, so they got a game in hand right now against Belmont Shore. But their 2-1 record, they know they've got work to do. And today, to get the job done against a very good Glendale side at home, they need to get the set phases right. They have to be very competitive in the line out and in the scrum to keep Glendale at bay. Defense, defense, defense. They've got to have their defensive patterns right. They need their structures to stay in place or they'll be in trouble. The Zach attack. Zach Pangilian, it's like the actress. He is the top point scorer in the competition right now. He is so important for this club, and I think this group needs to make a little of their own history. It's been a while for OMBAC. They need to make a little history of their own. And let's take a look now at the local boys, Glendale.
Oh, definitely not as traditional or traditionalist as the OMBAC side formed in 2006, but they have had success in their short life here. Won in 2011, runners-up 2012. They definitely established themselves as one of the premier clubs in the United States. They've had a pretty good year. Most people tip them to come last, and they've surprised a lot of people, 3-1. We saw them in action last week, absolutely spanking Santa Monica in the second half. They had a great second half, and they've had a great season, exceeded all expectations. And for them today, they need to set a fast pace. They seemed a little slow, maybe a little critical because it was 14 degrees here last week. Maybe it's tough to get the engine warmed up, but they seemed a little slow. They need to shut down Pangilian. You spoke about the Zach attack. My God, if there is a team in this competition who relies on one player more, I don't know who it is. OMBAC loves Zach. And then obviously own the set piece. We saw Casey Rock last week. You talked about the line out. He is the king of line outs, and he will continue that trend today, I think. And that will be very important for Glendale. And in speed, they need the speed. They've got Sattler, Croy, Bryant, and not to mention the suspended Brett Willis to come back, the 10-600-meter phenom. They've got a lot of speed. They need to use it if they're going to win here today, Ray.
Oh, that's it. It should be a very competitive game. I think it's one that we're looking forward to immensely. When we come back, we're going to have the national anthems and the kickoffs. In just a couple of minutes, Glendale versus OMBAC. Do join us.
Today's match from Rugbytown, USA is brought to you by O'Brien Rugby. For all your rugby needs, o'brienrugby.com. Hilton Garden Inn, the best convenience, comfort, and value. Turner Construction, the proud builders of Infinity Park, welcome you to today's match. And by Core Power, packed with protein, simple ingredients, and an amazing taste, corepower.com.
What if you could see your kids get home safely without actually being there? Or turn your lights on from somewhere else? Welcome to Xfinity Home from Comcast, the total home security and home control solution combining professional monitoring with online and mobile tools, plus text and email alerts, remote alarm and light controls, and remote video monitoring. This is home security reimagined. Xfinity Home from Comcast. Learn more at xfinity.com/home.
The new place is perfect, or at least it will be, with a little help from Dex. In the book or at DexKnows.com. Dex can help you get results fast and deliver the best local advice so you can get it done right here, right now.
We should do this more often.
Dex, results for the here and now.
Welcome back to Infinity Park here in Glendale, Colorado, as we take a look at the two teams in the tunnel waiting to come out onto Infinity Park here. On the right, in the dark blue jersey, that's the fullback, Ian Denham, the captain for OMBAC. Next to him in the light blue and the white, from Glendale, the captain, Zach Finoglio. Dan, this should be a pretty good game. We got some pretty interesting teams here.
Yeah, Glendale have been a surprise team. They are 3-1 and in the box seat to make the playoffs. Where OMBAC have been a little bit up and down, and their season probably will hinge on a victory here today.
Oh, it's a big game, this one, for OMBAC. They've got a game in hand against Belmont Shore. The first round, they lost to Belmont Shore by a point. You know, it was a couple of points here and there. It was a very close game, as it always is between OMBAC and Belmont. We take a look there at the Buzzy Bee, the crowd. They're in here. We've got a nice little crowd built up here for today's game. The second of a doubleheader here, Week 6, Pacific Rugby Premiership. Premiership. That's a good old Australian term. You don't hear it often enough. You gotta love the Premiership. All right. We are just waiting for the teams to come out onto the paddock. Take a look here. Glendale, OMBAC. Yesterday there was a lot of snow up here. It was quite the cold day, cold evening. When I flew in, last night, I thought it was a miserable day in London. But the snow has given way. We've still got a little bit laying around the fringes of the field, but just a beautiful sunny day. Temperatures in the mid-40s, just exceptional for rugby. And once again, the ground crew have done a fantastic job of having Infinity Park ready for some top-flight rugby action. We take a look here at the color guard making their way out. Roy Martin there on the left, leading the guard out. Color guard members of the Glendale Police Force as the teams come out onto the paddock. Dan, your final thoughts before we get underway here.
After watching Glendale dismantle Santa Monica last week and then watching the highlights of Santa Monica for an OMBAC, I know you can't do rugby math and it never always adds up, but I just like Glendale here. I think they're going to be too strong.
Home advantage could play heavily into it. We saw that with our earlier game today. The Denver Barbarians shocked the Pacific Premiership competition with that big win over San Francisco Golden Gate. 14-10, it was a dogfight. San Francisco Golden Gate, their first loss of the year. So this should be interesting. We're going to step away for just a moment here for the national anthem of the United States of America.
Please remain standing and kindly remove your caps for the national anthem of the United States of America.
Beautiful stuff there, Ray, as we hear the national anthem ring over the field here at Infinity Park. And now we're going to take a look at these lineups for today's clash. First, OMBAC, Ray, what can you tell us about the Old Mission Beach boys?
They're a strong club. They're really rebuilding nicely here. Take a look at number 7 and 8. Alex Henderson, Patrick Mallon. They both have played at the Junior World Cup level. Henderson for Scotland, Mallon for Ireland. They are going to be players to contend with. They're captained by Ian Denham at fullback. Their coach is Jason Woods.
It's a pretty solid looking lineup, 1 through 15. Obviously, they're going to depend heavily on the fly half. And let's take a look at this Glendale Raptors side, captained by Zach Fenolio. He's going to be one of the players to watch. The hooker, current USA Eagle. Also, Casey Rock in the 5 jersey, and Austin Welch in the 7. Just got back from playing for the Jeeps Club in Australia. In the back line, no surprise, Mike Graham, Zach Pauga, Chad London hold the keys to success in the back line today. And they are coached by the Springbok legend himself, Andre Schneemann.
Andre Schneemann, we take a look at him right there, the Glendale coach. Came over here a couple of years ago from South Africa. Got the 7s program running, and now he's running the 15s as well. Hard running, crash tackling center for the Springboks. That's the kind of sensibility he wants to bring to the game. The referee is Greg Wolf, and we are underway. Zach Pangelian gets us underway. Yes, I've gone to my dictionary, and I've got his name right now. Now, a little scrappy there at the kickoff. No real control of the possession there, so we're going to come back here. The knock on by Glendale, so OMBAC will have the first scrum of the game. This should be interesting. It's an area where OMBAC have to get things right.
Watch the big lump of a human being on the right of your screen there with the mustache, Zach Kennedy. He is a former football player from the University of Wyoming, and he is a huge man, over 300 pounds, stands at probably 6'5", 6'6", just learning the game, but he is learning at an incredible rate, as I just jinxed him and he collapses the scrum. But watch his influence on the scrum and the set piece here today.
Yeah, you put the blocker on, guys, in this game, okay? I'll be the good guy.
We can always offer a service fee if players want us to not talk about them.
Yeah,
$5 a match. I'm up for it.
Yeah, it's a bargain. We take a look here at scrum. Had the call there. Real pressure going on there. OMBAC loose head there. Brendan Purcell angling in. Got away with it there. We're going to have a knock on there, though. We got an advantage being played to OMBAC. And there's the center, number 12, Damien Faitonga. Little loose there. Once again, not really getting any control onto the ball quite yet. The scrum half, James Purcell. That's the top point scorer in this competition so far this year, Zach Pangelian. Now they get it out a little wider. That looks like the number 8. Patrick Mallon comes out of the Leinster program. That's the skipper, the fullback, Ian Denham. You'll see him up and play.
Stolen right, Glendale have the ball.
There we go, first turnover of the game. We're gonna have to get out of there.
Use it.
Now it comes out. There's a little chip ahead from Mike Graham, fly half here. And they got it going. Great play there, Graham. Missed the tackle there. Oh, Glendale with the first touch of the ball. Max Statler is gonna score the try. How easy was that for Glendale?
Well, good players make hard plays look easy. Mike Graham, the beautiful little chip over the top. The back 3 for OMBAC playing very deep. Chad London, fresh off his camp in Atlanta with the Eagles down at Life University, had a great camp down there. Look for him to feature heavily this year for them. Chases through beautifully, and always Johnny on the spot. Max Sadler, he can sniff out a try from anyway. Look at the replay, just onside there from London. Beautiful pick in. And right here, Corey could have contained him. You had Pangelian, the fullback, and then also the recovering there. Very unselfish from London, though, to give it to the faster winger, Max Statler, and he dots it down. And there it is, a little fist bump from Maxie. You go, son.
Oh, great start there. Replay provided by Alpha Graphics. They're going to be looking after our replays all game here today. Max Statler, been around the area here for quite a while. Up Montana way, I believe.
Grand Junction, which is almost Montana on the western slopes there. Beautiful part of Colorado, Grand Junction.
I do know Mike Graham is from Philadelphia area. He played Rugby Super League many years ago with the Philly Whitemarsh Club. Made his way out west. Now he's back here running the back line for Glendale. Has a look at it, sums it up, slots the conversion, and Glendale with about 2 seconds worth of possession, have the early 7-0 lead over the visitors OMBAC.
Yeah, not the start you want, traveling up to Denver and stepping out in the field here and getting 7 points put on you after 3 minutes. Look for OMBAC just to calm things down here. But a great start from Denver. Nice little heads-up play there from the backs.
That's one thing you will give credit to Graham for. He's got good vision and he will take chances. He'll chance his arm. Good take there from OMBAC. Looked like one of the locks there. Could have been Chris Clever, brother to the U.S. Eagle captain, Todd Clever, plying his trade with OMBAC. Now they come away. Scrum half Purcell. Oh, big hit up there. Mike Weiss, though, can't handle the ball. Got advantage right now to Glendale for the knock-on by the hooker. Crawford Miller, little chip. Finds the OMBAC winger. And we're going to get a penalty here for a crossing on the OMBAC player, shielding the way for his player to catch that ball. Glendale didn't have a chance to compete for it, so that's a fair penalty.
Yeah, you saw big Casey Rock streaking down the field. Not much of a fair contest there at 6'9". I think I would have shielded him as well. He's going to snatch that ball most times. And looks like they're going to take a shot at 3 points here. Mike Graham, known for his boot, he has a big right foot on him. This will probably be close to probably 50 meters as the crow flies there. But he is definitely out towards the sideline, the 15 and 40 out. This will be a big kick if he can make it. Put them up 10 points to 0. And here you can see on the replay the obstruction, and there he is, the 7 there for OMBAC. That's Alex Henderson, the Scotsman, just getting in his way. And you can't do that. You got to give him a fair shot at the ball. Even though he's 6'9", it's probably not fair. You got to let him go for it.
No, that was a fair call. Thought he could get away with just a little bit of a change of direction. Now the chasing player can't. If the player's in a legitimate line going for the ball, that's one thing. But he definitely changed his line as Graham takes a shot. That looks pretty good. Mike Graham has brought the kicking boots with him today. Glendale out to a 13-0 lead. We're only about 5-6 minutes into this game. Glendale, they're carrying on right where they left off last week against Santa Monica.
Yeah, going better than a point a minute at 10 points to 0 after about 6 minutes. There is a good shot of Mike Graham. He's had an outstanding start to the year in the PRP. Second on the point scorers list behind Zach Pangelian. So he's just pulled back 5 points already on Zach thus far this game. Another advantage here for a little knock on. Looks like from the restart. Glendale with the ball. Mike Graham with a bit of sloppy little kick there through to halfway. Well fielded though by Pangelian. He moves the ball to the left. OMBAC with the ball in Glendale's half now, beating a tackle. Nice strong run there from the OMBAC back 3. Purcell at the back with the ball. He moves it wide. There's Denham, the captain and fullback. Pangelian, he comes across to the inside center. Damien Fortunga.
Fortunga, useful player here. He stepped up into that inside center role. Do not be surprised to see Denham up in the first receiver role, playing sort of a fly half role, often from fullback. That's how Pangelian has scored so many tries this year, because he's been released a little wider. So don't be surprised to see the fullback very busy for OMBAC. This is the number 8 for OMBAC, Patrick Mallon, out of the Leinster program, played Leinster under-20s, Ireland Junior Rugby World Cup. Nice dummy there. James Purcell right up the middle. Forwards hadn't covered the pillar post, so they take it up. And here's the winger, number 14, Marcus Satavu. They're doing a good job here in these rucks, OMBAC. Their coach, Jason Woods, former front rower, played some pretty good level rep rugby when we used to have the national territorial system, played in Captain Southern Cal. So, good clean out there, but they're going to get him for hanging on. Thought they had got the clean out done, but no. The player there from Glendale did a good job getting his body over the ball. They're going to get the penalty. Dan,
you can
pretty
see
promising though.
Yeah, you see Glendale's intentions early of getting up and pressuring Pangelian, and it's going to come onto the shoulders of Denham, the fullback. You mentioned him playing in that first receiver. He's going to have to assume a lot of responsibility, because there is going to be a lot of pressure on Pangelian when he gets the ball, especially early in the game.
Yeah, OMBAC, they've got a number of players here. As we once again take a look at this. Pick and drive here, just goes there. Good little push out of the side there from the big prop from Glendale gives him a little extra space there to go digging for it. And there's Andre Sneeman, the coach for Glendale, taking in a beautiful sunny day here. Casey Rock in the line out. And that's where an area that Glendale should dominate with his 6'9", and they get it going wide quickly. This is the fullback up. Dustin Croy.
Yeah, Croy not able to reel that ball in. Looked like a promising little attack there. He's just lost the ball in contact. Great player, Dustin Croy. One of the first players to sign up to the Raptors Academy many, many years ago, and now he is here and doing a great job.
No, he's been with this club from day one, and he's also gone on. He played in the Junior World Cup for the United States as an under-20. He was in that squad a couple of years ago. Made his way back home here, and now standing in. He could play either wing or fullback. He's very versed on the wing. Good finisher, and he's also become more adept at fullback. And today he's kept out Dewan Reed, so you know he's doing the good thing, and that was a great scrum. That was a scrum from Glendale. Ouch.
Ouch indeed. That is a big front row. Pecco, Fenolio, and Kennedy. Three very, very big human beings. And I think they're going to enforce their will on the much smaller front row of OMBAC.
Well, across the board, there's the call there. The scrum went past 90. It was going forward so fast, though, he could have penalized OMBAC for not holding it. I think the scrum wheel 90 was generous. Let's have a look at this with the Glendale feed. Back to Fenoglio. Really useful player out of Loyola Marymount, Southern California. Just knocked on there. That was the outside center. Chad London. Couldn't find a handle on the ball there, so we're going to have another scrum here. I'll tell you what, in the first game we saw a lot of simple basic handling errors. We're seeing a couple creep in already here. The conditions are really very, very good for rugby. It's a little hard to figure out.
As we see one of the replacements playing in the snow there. Believe it or not, it is actually quite warm here today in terms of rugby, and the field is in great conditions, probably quite dry by now. So yeah, not too sure. Maybe the team's still having a little trouble getting started, trying to gel a little bit as a unit. But here you see OMBAC getting the ball in. That man Mallon back to Purcell. Oh, he is smashed off the ball too. Beautiful little flick inside from Pangelian to his winger, and he is chopped down too by Austin Welch. Good scramble defense from the open side flanker there. They retain possession though. Purcell does well. Picks the ball up, moves it to Josh Bart. He rumbles it up. Purcell again, moving well. Now the hooker's turn. Mike Weiss, he runs it up. Quick hands. Mallon, Defy Tonga. Out to the 13. That's Chris Bergquist, and he streaks through. That is just terrible defense that close to the line. Check in for some Black Widow spiders. No one wanted to touch the outside center.
No, that's right. The big center, Chris Bergquist-Turon, just had his way with the defense there. Nobody wanted to make a commitment to the tackle. He just said, thanks very much, I'll take this down the sideline. And he got it around to the center of the goalpost. So OMBAC have hit back. About 12, 14 minutes into this game, kick to come, they are making a game of it.
Definitely, and it was good lead-up work by the forwards. You saw the scrum half Purcell, James Purcell got in there, and here we look at the replay. There's Purcell again. Mallon, quick hands across, and there's just no one at home. That's just Crawford Miller. The little guy probably not up to the task there of stopping the much bigger center there in Bergquist. But here we go, Pangelian lines up the conversion. Another leading point scorer of the PRP so far, and he'll extend that out. Another 2 points. Beautiful strike of the ball.
There we go. 10 points to 7. Glendale's got the lead, but OMBAC have hit back. The one area I see OMBAC having a problem with once we get down to this, we'll talk about that in a minute, but we take a look here at the try here, Dan just shrugged off that tackle. Number 9 just couldn't get there.
Asking a lot of the little fella.
Yeah, that is. But you have a look at this game so far. When OMBAC have got ball in hand, they could be useful. But these set phases may be a problem a little bit later in the game. So we get underway here. Once again, a scrappy kickoff. We got a knock on by OMBAC, number 4. That's Chris Clever. Couldn't get a handle on the ball with the pressure from Casey Rock coming through. So we're going to have a scrum down. Glendale's feed. Right a little bit midway between the halfway and the 40-meter line in OMBAC's territory. Right where Glendale would like to attack from.
Yeah, first set piece, we saw the chip over the top that led to the try. Second, we saw a drop ball in the midfield. Let's see what they can do here. They're very creative off these set pieces. Kenyon comes back to Miller. Short ball to Justin Pauga, the big Samoan sledgehammer. Beats one, beats another. No one wants to stop the big unit. He takes it right down deep into OMBAC's half. Miller gets down, slap down. This will be a penalty.
That should
He could
be
be
a
in
yellow
trouble
card.
here.
Should
Back
be a
10.
yellow card.
Yeah,
Let's
Catlett
see.
there.
The referee has not signaled to his pocket. That is a professional foul. That should be 10 minutes in the bin. I think our referee for this game here, Greg Wolf, has been a little generous there as we take a look at the skipper, Ian Denham, down injured. Going to take a look at him.
Yeah, it's a tough call for the winger there. He hasn't really got many options. Glendale on the attack. They probably would have scored out in the corner. I think it's justifiable that it could have been a yellow card there. But if you are that winger, there's not much else you can do.
Absolutely, it's a yellow card. You know, I know referees don't like to give the yellow cards out, especially early in a game, but that was a clear professional foul. No attempt at even catching the ball. That's time in the bin. They should be facing this goal with 14 men on the field.
And probably thankful.
Oh, they're
He's
very
only gonna
thankful.
cost 3 points here.
Very thankful. Mike Graham lines this one up. It should be money in the bank for Mike Graham. The second highest point scorer, as we said. So, should be pretty straightforward here. Lines it up. Over the black dot in the middle of the post. All good, Dan.
There you go, 13 points to 7. Glendale over OMBAC at the moment. And we have an exciting package coming up for the games of the PRP here at Infinity Park, the Superfan Pass. Rugby Town USA offers a Superfan Pass, which includes 20 match tickets plus rewards for $80. RugbyTownUSA.com is where you can purchase your 2014 Superfan Pass.
Good value, that, folks. Try to get in. If you're up in the Denver area, take advantage of that. Some good footy up here, and certainly we're only at the midpoint of this Pacific Rugby Premiership. Get amongst it. We get the kickoff here. Good kick there. It looks like we got a penalty here. Yeah, a little bit of possibly shielding there as well off the little obstruction there off the kickoff on Glendale.
We saw OMBAC get pinged for that a little earlier, and now Glendale. It's always a daunting task as those high kickoffs come down and you're at the back and you know that the defense is going to be charging down and they're going to take a shot at post here. Zach Pangelian back himself with a beautiful kick for a conversion. And we see on the replay here, you can see Austin Welsh back there, and it looked like it's cool. I'm not too sure who he's got there. It looks like he just fell over. Big Zach Kennedy, but referee's seen it. He's blown it, and it's in the books now as Pangelian lines up the conversion here.
Yeah, there was a little bit of play acting there, so let's have a look here. Probably as the crow flies, as you said, Dan, about 40 meters. Deep on the, right on the touch line, 10-meter line.
Yeah, not much of a breeze here today, Ray. It's actually kind of perfect, very still.
No,
Kickers
perfect
like that.
conditions for the kickers. Lines it up, brings it around. Beautiful kick from Zach Pangelian. He's going to extend the OMBAC score to 10. OMBAC still trail 14 points to 10.
Here he is, Buzzy B from Applebee's. No better place to go down and grab a quick meal down at Applebee's on Colorado Boulevard here next to Infinity Park. Mike Graham, ball in hand, will get us restarted here. Glendale kicking off. They're still leading 13 points to 10 over OMBAC. This has been a very open and fair so far, Ray.
Good deep kickoff there. Good chase from Glendale. Will force Pangelian back for the kick. It wasn't a good kick. It got charged down. So Glendale's going to take possession deep in the OMBAC area, and that's the skipper, Frangolio. Long, deep pass, Graham. And he gets another long pass out. That's a good step inside from the try scorer, Stadler. Looking to keep play going. This is number 12. Justin Pauga had a big run a little while ago. And we get it to the prop, Josh Pico. Wow, he's a load. Now they keep it coming. A little confusion there, but that's all right. Fullback Dustin Croy up in the action. Good continuity here. Nice little chip kick through from London. Will it find anybody? I don't think he called the mark there. You could see a 5 meter. Let's hear what the referee has to say.
Was caught in goal, mid dead, yes? Never grounded. Okay. Ball's dead.
Yeah, the referee makes a decision. The touch judge said he was never grounded, which is kind of interesting. That could have been a play-on situation. Let's have a look at this, Dan. This is a little tricky.
Yeah, the Alpha Graphics replay here will show. I think he was in field, and he definitely is. 2 feet in field, and if he's not grounded, I'm not sitting here. Justin Pauger grounded him plenty good.
Yeah,
So tough call for the Raptors there to bring us out to the 22. That should have been a 5 meter scrum with their put in. Now OMBAC and Panchalian will kick it in. So you look, the winger caught the ball infield. Infield is on the play side of the try line. Beautiful little chip. We'll get back to that. Mike Graham chips over the top, regathers beautifully, looks for some support, passes out wide to Preston Bryant, links up, inside pass to Crawford Miller. Easy as you like. Glendale Raptors strike right back. What a team try, Ray Beers.
That's a beautiful try. We were trying to explain why they got the drop kick, but it was a long drop kick out from OMBAC. Didn't have a very good chase, so Mike Graham was in a position to take full advantage of the space he had. A little chip kick. He's done it once already today. Wow, he does it a second time. Look at this beautiful little chip kick. Clears the line of defense. Perfect bounce back. Has a look around for his options. Beats that defender. And now he goes wide. The winger there does good job. Right to the halfback. And the halfback, Crawford Miller, dots down as easy as you like. OMBAC, they're going to have to do a better job of these restarts and set phase elements, or they're going to be in big trouble today. They could be looking at a cricket score if they don't hang on to the ball. We take a look at Mike Graham here. I was getting back to where they called that the player dead. He never grounded it. That could have been, the Glendale player could have grabbed the ball off of him and dotted it down for a try because it was never grounded. Interesting call.
The professor, Ray Veers, always thinking. I love it. Beautiful strike from Graham.
Oh, beautiful kick. Curls it around. The kickers are having a field day. The kickers in our first of the doubleheaders today struggled a bit, but I tell you what, both these guys have got their kicking boots on today.
Oh, Mike Graham, the way he's kicking, I'd hate to be his dog. Let me tell you what a sure foot he has. As Glendale stretch out now 20 points to 10. And we have about 20 minutes to go, reaching the midpoint way of the first half. And what's been a much more open affair than our first game, that was a bit of a war of attrition. These guys opening up. Pauger now with the ball. Throws a dummy, just a loose handle there, loses the ball. It comes down to, looks like that's Henderson. He flicks it back inside to the winger. He's taken well though. Good recovery from Glendale now. OMBAC on the attack. Denham moves it across to Pangelian. Short ball. That's the other flanker, Shapiro. He loses the ball.
And there's that loose pass, you know. That's the danger for OMBAC. They were looking pretty positive there, just trying to get back in, getting the phases going. One loose pass, and Glendale just tow it downfield, turn defense into attack very quickly. Fortunately for OMBAC, the ball went into touch. They can restart it from a line out here. But wow, I tell you what, Glendale, very positive. They are trying, they're playing their hand lovely here, and there's another line out steal. KC Rock, just 6'9". When you don't have anything to compete against it, it makes it tough. Glendale goes down the short side.
Back up. Yeah, what a cleanup from Doug Graves there. He's been one of the finds of the season for Glendale. He's been here a while. I shouldn't say a find, but he's just worked so hard at improving and he's showing. Oh, big hit there from Henderson. Keep the change. That's Shapiro, sorry. Keep the change there. Preston Bryant, he's slow to his feet too.
And no doubt about that. That was monster tackle. Cut him in half. Now we have a little slow of possession. Glendale's going to keep it, but it was a little untidy there. Greg Wolf, the referee, calls it up. They'll have the scrum feed. Wow. OMBAC are proving that they can tackle, but it's just on the counter that they're really getting burned.
Yeah, getting caught every now and then. It really has been the brilliance of Mike Graham thus far. Those couple of little kicks that have made the difference. But OMBAC, I'm sorry, it's Zach Shapiro. That was just a fantastic hit on Preston Bryant. And he's a tough man to tackle one-on-one, Brian. He's a very shifty customer. So What a great hit from the flanker. Scrum goes straight down. Referee will pull this one back up.
No, that's right. As soon as those legs go under the ground, really you should bring it back up.
Look at some of those colourful boots in the front row, Ray. Is that allowed? Where in the handbook is that allowed?
Well, in the Front Rowers Club, which our producer Matt Brown's a life member of now, you just can't be wearing colourful boots. I mean, you're going to get seriously reprimanded for something like that.
I think Brownie might hunt him down after the game. That's just not on.
All right, we go. Glendale possession. Taking it to the line. This is good. This is attack. Stadler, has he got the corner? No. Good cover on the defense. Dustin Croy, good hands. Good hands from Glendale. Keeping it alive. Short pass should get the job done. This is the number 6. Good swarming defense from OMBAC.
OMBAC are scrambling like a bunch of champions right now. Ball comes
Short
out to right.
ball.
Oh, just doesn't get to hand.
Chad London
Mike
couldn't
Graham's
handle it right.
filthy and throws the ball away. Chad London, look at it, he knows it too. Disappointment. What a beautiful little short ball that was from Justin Powger as well. Glendale looking phenomenal down there, just can't finish it off.
Yeah, no, the center combinations, the inside backs from Glendale right now are running roughshod over anything OMBAC can throw in front of them. It's really quite entertaining to watch, and the interplay of the handling is such a far cry from that first game. Glendale have really come to play.
Good look at the scrum there as Purcell feeds the ball in.
That's gone up.
Starting to peak up. Referee lets it go. The ball comes out.
That should have been a penalty. That should have been a penalty
Patrick
against
Mallon.
Glendale. OMBAC gets the penalty, but as soon as the front row goes up, and Glendale obviously went up first, that's a straight penalty. Should have gone to OMBAC. They get the penalty anyways for not releasing the tackled player. Penjoin going across the field here. Good kick in the touch. Take a good look there at Zach. Originally from Guam. Soccer player growing up.
Played for the national team as, I believe, a 16, 17-year-old.
Yeah, well, brilliant athlete, and he has taken to rugby, been part of the Eagle 7s, thought about for the 15s, and he's a young bloke, so he's still got a lot of football ahead of him. As we take a look at that number 7, Alex Henderson, take the ball up. Good hands there, quick hands. That's to the Irishman, number 8, Patrick Mallon. Good quick ball out of the ruck and wall. That's been knocked on though. Number 12, Damien Fatongia. Little knock on. Pass wasn't great. It was at his toes, so got the knock on there. Glendale will have the scrum. I tell you what, both sides, their continuity phase play, the clean-outs, the getting quick ball, it's allowing both of their teams to attack pretty much at will.
Yeah, both teams not really frightened to throw the ball around a little bit. You've got Denham and Pendleton for OMBAC who are controlling the ball side to side there. And then obviously Graham and London for the Glendale side. There we get a good look at the scrum. Ball in. It looks like Glendale will retain the ball as Crawford Miller picks it up and moves it to the left to that man, London. Steps off his left into contact. Well met there by two OMBAC players. Brought down at halfway. Short ball to Joash Packo. He takes the ball over halfway. Glendale doing well, retaining possession. Miller to us charging Spencer Scott. He is absolutely smashed by Henderson though.
That's
ball
good running
back.
onto the ball though.
Doug Grays now. They're going side to side, not really going forward here, Glendale. Need to get some penetration. Ball comes out to Graham. He recognises that and slides it in behind the back three. Will it trickle into the in-goal zone? Too much on it. Denham, smart man, dots it down. He'll come out to the 22 for a drop kick.
Yeah, there wasn't really much going on there for Glendale, so Graham just sizes it up, puts it down deep into the OMBAC area. Doesn't go over the touchline of the dead ball line, so fullback Denham has to just dot the ball down. Now OMBAC will have the dropout. We remember from the last dropout, Glendale scored a very nice try off of Mike Graham. Chip kick, little kick up. OMBAC wisely goes short.
Referee's got someone for a knock on here. Denham thought he was away. Nothing worse. Nothing worse. Thinking you're away and there's a referee's whistle blowing. He's got OMBAC for a knock on off the kickoff there. There was a good contest between Graves and one of the Lucy's there from OMBAC. Scrum coming down. It has been definitely an enterprising start from both teams.
No, they've both been willing to have a go. I think the OMBAC side, they showed that they could defend in that scrambling defense to prevent the third try, but they've just got stung by those chip kicks from Graham and exposing them behind the line of defense. As we go again, there's another inside, great ball there. Oh my goodness, and a good pass. Will it find the man? No! Little knock on there from the number 8, Mike Kenyon, but oh my goodness, the centers are just cutting him up. And the key here, Dan, are their running angles. Their angles are perfect. They're not shifting across the field. They're running hard. Have a look at this. Great angle there. The big man, Justin Parga. That's a good pass under pressure. So's that. Just can't find the handle.
Yeah, Mike Kenyon's got to reel that one in. If he can get a hand to it, he's got to dot it down. Glendale playing without their usual 8-man USA Eagle Nick Johnson on the sideline with injury. And so, sure, Big NJ would have grabbed that one and dotted it down.
We got a penalty there.
Oh, against the feet too.
And there we go. This time, OMBAC get penalized. As I just explained a moment ago, if you go up in the scrum, it's a penalty. I think Glendale got away with one. OMBAC did not. So the penalty kick, Graham will take the shot here. Easy pickings, easy points. So Mike Graham will have the shot.
Probably a good option here. Take the 3 points. Stretches them out to a 13-point lead. They've definitely been probably the more controlled team. OMBAC have looked good when they've had the ball, but Glendale have looked a little bit more controlled through their phases.
I think the key to Glendale has just been the ability to keep the continuity going. They haven't turned over a lot of ball.
And they've taken points from their opportunities for the most part.
Yeah, they've gotten points every time they've visited the OMBAC red zone. Andre Sneyman would be pretty happy with where things are at right now. So as we come up to that.
There we go, the youth rugby here at Glendale, one of the pinnacle youth rugby programs in the country. Play youth rugby with our youth program. All skill levels are welcome. Register online at glendale-raptors.com. And there's the kick, goes deep. Well fielded though by that 8-man Kenyon. Comes back to Miller. Wonky, Tim Tebow-esque pass out to Casey Rock. He gets the ball again. Miller back in there at scrum halfway. Oh, that's Casey Rock. I've got the wrong guy. It might have been Doug Graves. Beautiful clean out from Austin Wells, straight over the ball. Glendale looking good here, stringing together these phases. Mike Graham, oh, probably wasn't intended for Spencer Scott there. He stuck an arm out at the last minute and knocked that ball on.
No, that wasn't meant for Spencer Scott, though. He was on the boil. I mean, all he had to do is either make the easy pop pass to Spencer, but I think he was looking to release his backs as we got the referee calling off time. Gonna have a little break here to see who the injured player it is. Looks like it's Zach Shapiro. And so, as we have a little break in play here.
There's Zach Kennedy. Looks like an ankle injury. He's limping as he comes off the field. That'll definitely hurt them in the scrums. And there we see the Pacific Rugby Premiership has been absolutely cracking today, and it will continue next week as Denver takes on Belmont Shore and Glendale will take on Olympic Club right here at Infinity Park starting at 1 p.m. Mountain Time next Saturday. I cannot wait, Ray.
It should be a cracker game between Denver and Belmont. Belmont playing today down in the south of Southern California, I believe. Denver with the big win over San Francisco Golden Gate. That is going to be a contest next weekend. If you're in the Denver area, make it out to that game. OMBAC with the scrum. Good ball there, right into the hole. That's the winger, number 11, Oren Catret. Just founds the gap, but a good tackle slows it down, but they're not going to release in the tackle. And they go quickly through the scrum half, Purcell. They're close, and they are in. Pick and drive from the Irishman. Patrick Mallon gets the job done for OMBAC, and just as quickly as you like, Dan, they are back in this game.
Oh, the big 8-man cashes in on some great work from the winger there. And beautiful ball from Zach Penchelin. This is going to look great on replay. Catret goes straight through. Have a look at this ball, though. Actually, we're going to go straight to the quick tap here. Purcell with the quick tap, heads up play, catches Glendale unaware, and of course then it's just a quick pickup from the 8-man in Mallon. big dummy. Everyone falls for it, and he dives over. Too big, too fast, too close. The big man from Ireland. Beautiful stuff there from OMBAC.
Yeah, we had a jersey change. I'm not quite sure who's wearing jersey number 11 on the wing for OMBAC right now. We'll get you that shortly. But that player deserves a lot of credit for getting into that ruck straight away and making sure that the quick ball came back to Mallon. That was really good work from the winger. So we take a look here. Zach Pangilinan. Gotta go back to my dictionary. And easy as you like it over the black dot. OMBAC with another 7 points.
Yeah, there's Andre's name, and he was comfortable at 23 points to 10, 23-17. You start to chew on those fingernails just a little bit more, get a little nervous.
We got about 9 minutes to go in this first half. A very entertaining first half. Both sides playing very up-tempo rugby here today. And OMBAC back within a try of taking the lead in this game.
Yeah, they've looked great when they've had the ball on back. They've had very limited opportunities down in Glendale's half. When they've had those opportunities, they've looked pretty good. Beautiful try there from Mallon. Mike Graham with a nice deep kick to the try scorer in Mallon. He takes it straight to contact. They do clear out very well on back. They're very committed to the breakdown. You can see a lot of them committed there. Pangilinan with the kick. Looks like it's come off the side of the boot a touch. He doesn't pick up much yards. Takes it out to about 35 metres out from his line, and it will be a Glendale throw-in for this line-out.
Yeah, the key for OMBAC moving forward in this game is they've just got to keep their possession. They can't give away easy turnovers to this Glendale side. If you're kicking for touch, make sure it finds touch. Don't offer the 50-50 pass, because chances are it's not going to work. They just got to make sure that they keep it going. We go back.
Nice throw from Zach Finoli.
Oh, little knock on there.
Tough tap down. Crawford Miller, that's tough to pick that up at his feet.
Ball to left the line.
Brown, I talked to
And there we go, he's got the knock
Gino
on there.
Mazza.
A big let off there for the
And he
OMBAC
said
side.
Pangilinan. Like Pangilin.
OMBAC with the ball here. We'll be putting into the scrum. Now missing Zach Kennedy, the big prop Glendale, so it'll be interesting to see this first scrum without him. That's a lot of weight on that right-hand side that they'll be missing.
Looks like James Del Bosque may have come in under that tight head side.
Yeah, scrum still solid though. Good push from Glendale.
Check that, Nathan.
Way back over the ball.
Nathan Ellert's come into the tight head side. Nathan Ellert's the replacement prop. Little knock on there from OMBAC at the base of the scrum, so we're going to have another scrum feed, but it'll be Glendale's turn to put it in.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do with this platform here. They've obviously looked great in the back so far, Glendale. London, Pauga, Mike Graham all look very, very good. Sattler and Croy, when they've been set loose, also very dangerous. You get a good shot there. Crawford Miller. Referee Greg Wolf instructing the boys again.
A little unstable there.
Keep it nice and square on the engage, guys.
And there we go, from the referee Greg Wolf. Keep it nice and straight, nice and square. If you keep it square, you keep it straight, the scrum is stable, and you get good possession.
And
That
down she
went
goes.
straight down, and that's going to be a penalty to Glendale. Took it straight down, no bind from OMBAC. Number 8, Kenyon takes it up. And that was difficult for the scrum for Miller, and OMBAC have turned that over. Good counter-rucking from OMBAC. They take it out. And that's Denham up in the line as the first receiver. And that's that Scotsman, Alex Henderson. Good defense, though.
Yeah, he's got Spencer Scott there for some ill discipline, throwing the ball away. Great hit from Chad London coming in and putting the big shot on there on Henderson. But infringement there. He's coming from the side, and they're going to have a shot at the post. You got to love altitude. Zach Pangilinan, he will take a shot.
Well, he is so confident right now in what he does that, taking a shot here. The good news is there's almost no wind, straightforward kick. We're at altitude. This will be a 50-meter shot, but it's well within his range.
This could be a big swing. This will bring them back within 3 points. So if you can make this penalty, they're within a penalty of tying the score up, and there's not much time before uptime, probably about 5 minutes before the break. So big play here for OMBAC if he can slot this one over.
Winds it up. It is up. And it is good. My goodness.
What a
Zach
weapon.
Pangilinan got his kicking boots on today. That narrows the gap. Dan, here's the steal.
Great tackle from that man again, Pangilinan. Beautiful driver, picked up by Clever. And then he's got him there a little bit down the track coming in from the side. Mike Graham gets us restarted here. Ball goes into the 22 of OMBAC. Fielded by Mallon, the try scorer. The Irishman, he gets it away. Henderson now takes it in. Purcell at the back, shifts the ball across to Pangilinan. He comes across to Denham. Those two link up well. Fatonga comes across now. Out to the, he's all taped up. I hope he's a forward with all that tape on. That's the 5, is it? Broussard. He takes the ball in well. Purcell now. Denham slots in the first receiver. Across to Mallon. Beats one with a fend. He's met now by Rock and Fenolio. Good tackle. Fenolio off his feet, has to release the ball. Does well. Denham fakes the kick, fakes the pass, fakes the step, fakes everything. Beautiful offload though. Up to the big prop now, Josh Bart. He just rumbles it forward. This is enterprising stuff here from OMBAC. Oh, what's he got him for? Not releasing the ball. Josh Bart. Could be a tough call. I thought that thing came out pretty clean there.
Yeah, it did. You know, it's a tough call. Could have been on a squeeze ball there, tied in there. But OMBAC really putting the phases together well there. After the penalty kick, they were hot on the trails of putting a final points on before the half. But Graham's going to have the kick to touch. Glendale will have the throw into the line out. That was great work, though, from OMBAC.
Yeah, it certainly was. If you take a look at the replay, we can see he's got him for. Bart goes down. He's turtled over. There's nothing much you can do. Get out the binoculars if you can see an infringement there. I think that's a tough call against OMBAC.
Yeah, Graham was on the ground. His feet were on the ground. His knees had gone to ground. So he really has no rights to that ball. So that was a pretty tough call as we take a look at Glendale coming back.
Oh, stolen.
That's
OMBAC.
good. That's the try scorer, Berquest Turon. Got some good steal there off Glendale. That's awfully close to coming from the side. Nope. Yeah, the referee said the ball was out and playable. So big Josh Pecco can come through onto the halfback, James Purcell.
He had a shot at it, and then he got cleared.
We're going to have a scrum down, and he's going to have OMBAC feed to the scrum. And we're counting down in this second half. We're into the last 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, big chance here for OMBAC off the scrum. Very flat-looking attack there. They looked like that in the first half when they went through on that big break near the try line. Look for Pangilinan to play off some layers here, looking at players at the line and also behind the line.
They just don't want to make any mistakes here. It's only a 3-point game going into the break right now. If they get a chance, you take advantage of it, but you don't want to make any mistakes right now. And that's a great kick coming into halftime from Zach Pangilinan.
And
that is the break. Yeah. That is the break. Very entertaining first half, Dan. Both sides, and with only a 3-point gap, it's all to play for.
A little different from the first half. First game, we saw a 3-3 score, 23 points to 20 at halftime. Glendale over OMBAC. Certainly has been an exciting first half. Strap in for the next 40. We'll be right back with some first half highlights in just a moment.
So how's your new mortgage going?
Oh, great. First Bank's doing most of the work for me, so got a lot of extra time on my hands.
Oh, so what you been up to?
Everyone, remember to have your parking validated at the end of the day. Now let the battle commence!
Golf. A lot of golf.
Worry less about your mortgage and more about your free time with a mortgage made easy at First Bank.
Hey, hon, would you say it's more circular or spiral? Because if it's spiral, it's serious, but only if it's spiral with red dots.
It's definitely spiral, but I'd say it's more bumps than dots.
Spiral with bumps. Oh,
Enough with the internet diagnosis. Get real answers real fast. At Doctors Express, you can walk in and see our experienced physicians for everything from bumps to breaks for a fraction of the cost and wait time. Doctors Express Urgent Care.
What if you could see your kids get home safely without actually being there? Or turn your lights on from somewhere else? Welcome to Xfinity Home from Comcast, the total home security and home control solution combining professional monitoring with online and mobile tools, plus text and email alerts, remote alarm and light controls, and remote video monitoring. This is home security reimagined. Xfinity Home from Comcast. Learn more at xfinity.com/home.
Welcome back. It's halftime here in this Pacific Rugby Premiership match between Glendale and OMBAC. 23-20. Glendale's got the slim lead. And what an absolute cracker of the first half. I mean, we saw some really positive rugby.
We certainly did. Right out of the gates, Glendale on attack took an early 10-0 lead. It looked like they may run away with it, but OMBAC have shown their wares in this first 40 minutes. They are definitely a team to be reckoned with.
Absolutely. And the interesting thing about OMBAC is they do have that one game in the hand. They haven't played that fixture against Belmont Shore, so they got a little bit of room here.
Yeah, they definitely do. And a win here today would be critical for their season, though, as we take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. And this is how the game started. Beautiful little chip over from Mike Graham. Chad London, he's looked dangerous all game, both in attack and defence. Beautiful, unselfish play here from him as he passes the ball off to Max Statler, and he dots it down for the first try. The game's not only just about 3 minutes old there. They slots a penalty, takes them out to 10-0, and then the hit back from OMBAC starts here with the beautiful try there from the outside centre for OMBAC. He brings it around, and OMBAC hitting straight back, Ray.
And then once again, it's Graham with that little chip kick. Refields it off the deep 22, finds his winger out wide. Good ball there. Then it comes into the halfback, just trailing as a good halfback should for the second of the Glendale tries. And then OMBAC. Once again, the halfback's involved, very busy. Purcell sets it up. Some good lead-in work. And that's Patrick Mallon, the Irish number 8. He gets the try. 2 tries apiece. Only a penalty separates them. We have got a great game on our hands in our second game of this doubleheader from Rugby Town, USA. Dan, what do you think about the second half?
I'm excited. Very open game. Both teams willing to throw the ball around. There's a lot of attacking weapons on both sides here. It's going to be an interesting 40 minutes and one that could really dictate who progresses in this Pacific Rugby Premiership.
Absolutely. Lots to look forward to. We're going to take a break right now, and when we come back, we'll have the second half action in what is a intriguing Pacific Rugby Championship matchup.
Today's match from Rugby Town, USA is brought to you by Comcast. The most live sports on TV, online, and now on your iPad and iPhone. Xfinity only from Comcast. Hampton Inn and Suites. Experience the sweet life in Cherry Creek. First Bank is the largest locally owned bank in Colorado, headquartered in Lakewood. Visit us at efirstbank.com. And by The Y. We're for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. YMCA.
The new place is perfect, or at least it will be, with a little help from Dex. In the book or at DexKnows.com. Dex can help you get results fast and deliver the best local advice so you can get it done right here, right now.
We should do this more often.
Dex, results for the here and now.
Whoa, you all right? I think I dislocated my shoulder. On a weekend? You'll never get a doctor on a weekend.
Enough with doctor's hours. At Doctors Express, we know accidents happen at inconvenient times. That's why we're open weekends and extended hours for everything from fevers to falls. Doctors Express Urgent Care.
Today's match from Rugbytown, USA is brought to you by Cup.
All right, we're just getting ready for the start of the second half here at Rugbytown, USA. Glendale 23, OMBAC 20. There were times, Dan, where we thought Glendale were going to run away with it. OMBAC hit back straight away. I tell you what, one area of the game that we don't get a chance to talk about too often is the quality of quick possession from the breakdown. And both sides today have been very good at that aspect of play.
Oh, they certainly have, and this is one of the benefits of the Pacific Rugby Premiership is you're getting these good sides playing each other on a consistent basis. The players have begged for it for years, and now it's finally here. We saw it a little bit with Super League. Travel was always tough with that. Now we have this system in place. It's working really well. I've been super impressed with both teams, and honestly, it could really go either way here. Thus, the quality of both players from both teams.
No, that's right. It really has been the battle of the fly halves. Mike Graham for Glendale, Zach Pangelian for the OMBAC squad. You can see how important those two guys are. They're neck and neck in the battle for top point scorers in this competition. They really do have and do put a big stamp on their on the game, don't they?
Oh, they could tell you differently, but I guarantee both of those guys look at that scoring sheet each week to see how many points the other one scored. Very important to them. As we see now, OMBAC players making their way back onto the pitch, and we are just moments away from the kickoff for the second half in what has been definitely an enthralling first half. As you can see, the jersey colors here, OMBAC in their dark blue, navy, and white, and the Glendale in the blue and white hoops with the local boys there. We see OMBAC back out in the field. Beautiful wide shot of Infinity Park. There is Andre Sneeman, the coach. And look at all that snow on the side of the field. When we got here this morning, it was covered in a couple of inches of snow. They've done a great job to get it ready.
Now, the grounds crew here always does a wonderful job. Andre gets the match ball back out to the middle of the field. But the grounds crew here are just phenomenal. This pitch is always in perfect shape. When we get around to game time, there was a lot of snow when I came in yesterday. Last night when I came in, there was just miserable conditions. But everyone said, look out for a beautiful day. It'll be chilly, but it's great weather for rugby up here today. And we're going to have bright sunshine all the way through today. Glendale have now made their way back out onto the pitch. OMBAC group, Ian Denham, the fullback and captain. There's Chad London, played hard. Actually, another South African in the group, originally from Johannesburg, where he was born. Did most of his university work here in the United States, though. He's eligible for the Eagles, and he's been to the Eagles squad. We take a look there. Greg Wolf, our referee, just checking with his touch judges. Now to the captains.
Blue captain.
Wherever he is, he's happy. Mike Graham will get us back underway for what should be a brilliant second half. OMBAC just got that wrong. Yeah, he got him in the air. That's what the problem was. Henderson came through to get that ball, and Austin Welch got penalized for hitting him in the air.
Yeah, sickening collision as the two sevens come together there. OMBAC Move the ball quick.
Oh,
Oh,
the
the big
big
dummy
man.
from the prop, Brendan Purcell.
Brendan Purcell, where'd that come from? Oh, that was sensational. They keep it down the short side. Mallon takes it down for another 10 meters. OMBAC out on fire to start the game off the quick tap penalty. Now they come wide. Denham has a look. Beats one. Now he's dragged down by Mike Graham. Good tackle there. Purcell. This is the replacement, number 18, Duratalo. Big raps on him from OMBAC. He's part of a bigger training squad. They reckon he is going to be a keeper.
Yeah, Andrew Duratolo played a little bit for the US Sevens. He was in the residency program with Matt Hawkins' squad down there in San Diego, now playing for OMBAC. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes. Hasn't played much 15s.
Yeah, you can tell there. He just took that one roll too many. Got nabbed for not releasing the ball in the tackle. Should be remembered, you do have to release the ball immediately upon being tackled. So you can't hang on to the ball. And he did just a little too long on that one. So the pressure's off for Glendale. Mike Graham kick. We have a line out right on the halfway line. Let's take a little look there.
Oh, this is the replay. This is like spotting Bigfoot. You never see this, the big dummy from the prop. Oh, look at the big hop step too.
Oh.
I don't know about, I don't know if it's up there with the Benji Marshalls of the world, but he definitely got up there. Good work from the prop.
Oh, that was, Casey Rock just took that away from OMBAC. What a weapon in the lineouts. He put him in the right spot. He's going to own it. Now we go across. That's a loose pass there from Paga. Well picked up, though, by Justin Croy.
He's held up. They need to get some people in there.
This is what you call a choke tackle. Oh, they got it down. Not enough, though. They're going to get the turnover. You get the choke tackle. The choke tackle's not actually choking the bloke. It's where you got one guy high, one guy low. You don't allow the ball to get out, and you force the turnover. Ireland are very successful at that. We can see the Irish influence on this OMBAC side. They did a really good job there.
Yeah, definitely disappointing there from Glendale, not committing enough players. Once Dustin Croy got held up, I think it was Justin Pauger by himself in there. Crawford Miller just looking. I know you're a scrum half, but you've got to get in there and help the ball carrier out get to ground. Great shot of the scrum. Good work from the camera crew here at Infinity Park. So they catch that one. Again, Glendale dominant in that set piece as Mallon goes back to clean up. Purcell with the ball. Loose pass to Pangilini. Drops the ball. That's going to hurt deep inside his own half too. Glendale will have a scrum here.
Yeah, when the ball's controlled at the back there by Mallon, OMBAC need to take advantage of that situation. Unfortunately, it was a loose pass from Purcell to his fly half. Little knock on. So Glendale in a pretty good position to attack, just out from the quarter. We'll take a look at the alignment here. They got a way heavy alignment on the blind side here, Glendale, so you can expect they're going to go that way.
Here we go, nice put in from Miller, goes to the back.
And
No
they
pop
do.
up from Kenyon. They do come that way as Ray Veer suggested.
Oh, there it is,
Justin
Pauger.
Pauger just steamrolls his way through. He's got some pace, the big man. He'll dot it down under the try. Beautiful stuff there from the Glendale Raptors. What a way to get this second half started. The big man, Justin Pauger, hugs all around. Great stuff from him.
Oh, that was beautiful play because they pulled everybody, they pulled 4 players to the blind side. They told everybody where they were going. But what they did was it came to the center, London, a great little inside ball to a hard charging, straight running Justin Pauger. Take a look at this. There it is, the little inside ball, and bang, running the right angle. Just power, power, power under the post. Duratalo couldn't get off that scrum quick enough to make a difference on defense for OMBAC. So Glendale, they hit and hit early in this second half.
Yeah,
Extend their lead.
Their midfield's just been the key for them. Not only this game, the whole season. That combination of Graham, Pauger and London is one of their stronger points. This will give us a great look. Oh, great angle here from the camera crew. Look at this, great little switch play. London does it the right way. Pauger runs a straight line, doesn't run like a traditional X or a scissor where he changes angle. He runs straight, lets London come to him. That's a great, look at the carnage in the background of that big Samoan bulldozer just steamrolling his way through. Beautiful stuff there from Pauger.
So Glendale, first points of the second half off that loose kick there. Finds nobody, so we're probably just going to go to the line out here. Anybody get a touch to it?
Well, the touch judge's not giving it.
I
There
don't
he
think
goes.
so.
He
I don't
finally
think
gives it a
anybody
look.
got a hand to it, so we're going to say Glendale throw to the line out. Zach Finoglia with the throw. Full line out here from both sides. And they go down deep. Good ball. Right off the top. Now they can do with it. That was loose. Parker couldn't get a handle on it. And he's going to knock the ball on.
Forward, guys.
So we're going to have a scrum down to OMBAC. Right in front of the goalpost, only about 23, 24 meters out from the try line.
You really
Great
need to have
position.
you really need a crisp pass when you play that move off the line out where the inside center crashes the ball. There's usually a lot of people in his face. Loose forwards and the backs come up quick. So you've got to watch out, and you can't be a ball behind him like that or you're going to get him smashed.
Yeah, Josh Bart is coming off the field there. Looks like a planned replacement there for OMBAC. Josh Bart makes his way off the field. The replacement prop, Ethan Willis. Better scrum from OMBAC. Now they go wide. And this is the captain, Denham, the fullback. Breaks one tackle. Tough man to bring down in that first tackle. Little inside ball, and that's spilled. Brendan Purcell couldn't put a handle on it. Glendale cleaned it up. Graham with the clearing kick. Not going to find touch. Zach Finoglia goes wide. This is the try scorer in the first half.
Release 13.
Bergstrom Turon. Good work there. Some hard work going in there. They're going to have to use the ball. He had no support there. Duratello did the right thing, picked it up, took the pressure on, and now OMBAC with better possession. Yeah, that's probably should try to dummy again. Now they keep it in possession. Purcell. Pangilian. Good ball there. That's a nice ball there. That's the replacement, Duratello. Great ball off the ground there from Duratello. Finds his center, Turon. Now they go again, swinging it backwards and forwards. This is the replacement, Ethan Willis. Gets his hands on the ball. Has a look. Finds the number 8. Mallon. Been very busy. That was loose. Chad London did well turning that ball over. And now Glendale come back on the attack. Backwards and forwards, seesawing. Both sides making a real commitment to attack here. Good quick ball. Glendale. Little inside ball. Casey Rock. We got a knock on there. It was touched by an OMBAC player, so it's a free play here for Glendale. And Graham takes advantage of it. Finds space, looking for support. Who's he going to go to? He goes out wide. Has he got the speed to go all the way? Dustin Croy does. He's going to score the try right on the try line. But I tell you what, referee played a great advantage. OMBAC held off. Graham read it, took advantage of it, shut the gate. The horse is already bolted.
Oh, Dustin Croy, very fast. Give him some credit there. But that try goes to Mike Graham, creates something out of nothing. You'll see on the replay in a moment what Mike Graham does here that works really well. He gets in open space and slows himself down, gives his support a chance to catch up to him. It'll look great on the replay. Broken play, not much going on. Watch the big step off the right foot there from Graham. Straight Duratello. Bad read from him there. That's a bad miss. See how he slows himself up, gives his support a chance to come to him, picks the right man. It looked like it was going to be a good foot race there, but Dustin Croy just absolutely blitzing the winger Catrip there. Not a chance. Beautiful stuff. Glendale extending their lead now, taking them out to 35 points to 20. We anticipated a closer affair in the second half. Glendale not giving them a chance, though.
Well, the bottom line is whenever Glendale gets a chance, they're taking advantage of it. OMBAC have been building good phases and everything. The work that they have been doing has been very positive, but they haven't gotten any reward for it. And that's where OMBAC is coming up a little short here in the second half. Graham with the chance. Conversion. Killed every worm inside on that one. So that's pushed across the goal line. The score for
all the coaching staff. Steve Lynch on your left, Andre Sneyman and Robbie Dawes there. Beautiful stuff again from Graham. Look how he just slows himself up, gives himself a chance, assess the situation, and then Dustin Croy, as all good outside backs should do, showing some pace there. to round it and brings it around and improves the position. Not that it helped Mike Graham at all, but it was considerate of him nonetheless.
No, big change though, 35 points to 20. Glendale have got the bonus point so far. OMBAC have got an opportunity here if they can make it work. Here's that man, Turon. Big, strong outside center. Scored a great try in the first half. Just keeps it going. Denham has a look. Oh, got himself around the defender. Nobody running close off of him. Mallon, little show of the ball. Takes it straight up. The big man, Purcell, sets up well. Now they go back across. Little shimmy there from Pangilinan. No, that's a little knock on there. That's from the center. Damien Fatongia. That's where it ends for OMBAC. And this is the difference, Dan.
No ruck there.
Great ball, great retention, great quick ball for the backs, but that little mistake is just hurting OMBAC right now.
Yeah, disappointing end to what was a very promising movement there from OMBAC. Again, you look at the two key players with Evan Pangilinan and Denham, the fullback, have just looked great. I think if they can just run some second phase play off and offload somewhere, maybe get some more penetration that way, they're going to have some more success. Again, just unlucky that that ball went to ground, and let's see if Glendale, off the back of this scrum, can get the ball out of trouble here deep in their own territory.
Well, Dan, a little scrappy at the back there. They're going to bring this one back. You got to give Glendale their backline defense a little bit of props, because they're bending, but they're not breaking, and they're basically forcing those OMBAC mistakes with the quality of their defense.
And we see a mistake from Glendale here at the back of the scrum, a little bit of an interchange between the 9 Miller and the replacement 8-man. Zach Palga's come on now, unfortunately losing the ball forward. And here we have a really good look here. If you have a look at the blind winger, the man on the back right-hand side of your screen, look for him to loop around the third man across. He looks like he could inject himself on the line, because the 15 is very wide, which tells me that this move is going to inject somewhere in there. Comes in, centers go, and out the back to the 14. No, even Pangilinan fooled me. Went the short ball to the inside center, ball goes down. Again, we talked about it, just not making the most of their opportunities now, Ray.
No, that one should have found, unfortunately, the winger who came across into that slot got himself a little bit out of position, kind of overran it. I think Pangilinan saw that, decided to take the closer option. Didn't work because the center wasn't ready for it. It's those little miscommunications that are starting to creep into OMBAC's game that are starting to hurt them. Glendale will be looking to clear the ball out of their quarter. A little unsteady there. Gets the word defeated. And now they go. This is the other Paga. The bigger one. Playing number 8, Zach.
Big little brother Zach.
Yeah. It's a good clearing kick from Graham. Gets it out of the danger zone. OMBAC decide to go, do they? No. They're not able to go.
I think the referee stopped that one pretty quickly.
I think the ball may have been touched.
There's the benefit having a guy like Mike Graham in your side, deep in your 22, kicks the ball. And look at that throwback. The old Broncos, Wally Lewis stays there in the crowd.
That's a classic jump for
that one. I
like
it. Good work from the production team pulling that one up for us. Bit of nostalgia for myself. Oh, loose throw. Well picked up, though, by Spencer Scott. He is a workhorse, that guy. Gets dragged down by Purcell, and a good tackle there by the scrum half for OMBAC. Oh, just dropped all over. Ethan Willis. He's lucky not to get a card out of this one. They got away with one in the first half again there. Nothing, no other intention but to spoil the play there from Willis.
No, absolutely. That was another yellow card there. Referee Greg Wolf, more concerned about keeping the game going, keeping the flow going. Doesn't want to see it go too crazy. But that was definitely a yellow card offense, just killing the ball. And clear possession was on the side of Glendale. They were trying to go fast.
There he is, the great man, Andre Sneyman. Probably a little bit more comfortable now with 35 points to 20. And with the line out throw this close to the line, look for him to go, the big man, Casey Rock, number 5. Pull it down and drive it in.
That would be the plan, unless they go deep to one of the other ones, Austin Welch or Spencer Scott down the back. Go off the top and go quickly, but no, it's the drive. My kind of play. Can't really mount anything, so they On the wraparound, off Parga to the winger. Preston Bryant. And now they get the rumble going.
That's big Zach Parga in there. Did well
With
to
his-
get that
with
ball
his
down,
brother-
Preston Bryant.
With his brother in there. Now it goes wide. That's a good ball. And this is going to be an easy run in for the hooker. Zach Finoglia just standing out wide. Good show of the ball. And now with 3 tries at the early part of the second half, Glendale have opened up the game.
There he is, the USA Eagles hooker Zach Finolio and captain of this Glendale Raptors squad. He may have some cause for explanation there for what a hooker was doing out that far towards the sideline, but he's dotted over, and again, just the pressure coming from Glendale was too much there for OMBAC, and they extend their lead out over to 40 points now. They are at 40 points to 20, a 20-point lead. Here we get a good look at the replay. Crawford Mill, a little tap of the boot there on the butt. Good for him. Mike Graham, good skip pass. Sees it the winger, can press too far. Zach Finolio, a big right-hand fend as he dots it down. He's pretty happy, the big fella too.
Yeah, you saw the defense. They were worried about Chad London, who was standing off to the inside of the hooker, and they were worried that he was going to take the ball at pace. Just slowed the defense down just a little bit, allowed Finoglio to get out wide, score the try, and Glendale have really opened up this game. OMBAC had the chance early on in the second half to make a statement, but it was Glendale that's turned it around. Graham with the kick will not bring that around enough. So we're going to be 40 points to 20, Glendale over OMBAC.
And if the action here today hasn't whet your appetite enough to come back, the 2014 Superfan Pass certainly will. Rugby Town USA offers a Superfan Pass, which is 20 match tickets plus rewards for $80. RugbyTownUSA.com. All the information for the 2014 Superfan Pass is right there.
We bring it up here for the halfway line. Pangelian with the kickoff, the restart. Comes down. Well handled there.
He's a great little player, that Spencer Scott. He's just got
Spencer
such
Scott's
a big
busy.
engine.
Came out of the old Gentlemen of Aspen club. Ever since he's joined the club, he's just been a workhorse. And
Great
that's a great
inside ball.
inside ball. And it's gone back off the OMBAC players, so they get to play on. Can they counter? Tehran shows a big fend. Gets it out wide. That went forward, just a loose pass there. Just went forward, and the threat ends for OMBAC. Glendale will be able to clear out or re-attack. I mean, they've been very good about it, their attack today.
Oh, and that is troubling news if you're a Glendale Raptor fan, or if you are head coach Mike Tolkien. That's not something you want to do. Just weeks before a World Cup qualifying game against Uruguay, he's down. It could be a wrist issue there or a hand issue. He seems to be in a little bit of trouble. And here we have a replay of the forward pass. As you can see, he's just going to flick this ball, and that's definitely forward. That's forward. Good call from the assistant referee and the referee on that one, the forward pass. And again, that's kind of been the story of the day for OMBAC. They've looked promising. They've strung together some good phases. It's always just been that execution at that last little pass, the last phase. They just haven't been able to complete.
Well, we take a look here at the skipper, Zach Finoglio.
And he's actually the man injured who's involved with the youth rugby here. Youth rugby and the youth program here at Glendale. All skill levels are welcome. Register online at glendaleRaptors.com. The youth rugby program at Glendale. It's a fantastic program run by Jenna Anderson. And the man you saw getting taped there, Zach Finolio, also runs something very similar out of the Regis Jesuit School. There's a couple of kids, maybe in a few years, 4 or 5 years, get them signed up for the youth rugby. Mum's obviously a fan there wearing the Broncos jersey. You'd have to be a fan to be seen in public wearing that one.
The Broncos had a good first win over the Dogs, Canterbury Bankstown. That's good stuff for all you Broncos fans.
Here we go, Crawford Miller.
Action here. Crawford Miller with the feed. That scrum's just collapsed. It looks like, for some reason, OMBAC could come away with it. That's scored as a tight head.
They'll take it.
They'll take everything they
Mallon
can.
with the ball, and
They'll
then
get
now a
another
penalty as well. Not rolling away. Have to release the tackle. Look for Purcell to go quick here. No, doesn't have the support around him. They're going to slow things down. Pengeline will come in and knock this one over. They'll take the line out.
Yeah, hands in the ruck there was the call from the referee. Zach goes to the sideline. had some important touches in the game here, but he hasn't put any tries on the board yet. And that's where him popping off of Ian Denham from fullback at first receiver, they haven't really been able to do that much today.
And not straight's the call here. You could see that catching it on the wrong side of the line out. Referee won't miss it that way.
Yeah, Mallon went up with the outside arm. It was very clear. That's a dead set gimme that the throw's not straight. And that's an area you cannot afford to make when you're in the red zone, you're on attack, and that just puts the end to all good things happening right now.
Yeah, and they definitely need the points too. There's about 20 minutes to go here. They're going to have to start putting on some points, 20 points down. And they're going to need 3 tries to get the lead back. So those sort of errors are just going to hurt them here. Any chance of a comeback is going to be extinguished if they keep doing that. Good pick up at the back there from Zach Pauger under plenty of pressure. He's such a big, strong man, though. Fights away. Duratolo, be careful there. Doesn't get caught playing the ball on the ground. Ball goes back to Graham. Swaps to the left foot. Geez, he's a good rugby player. Kicking off both feet. Goes back to Pangelian. He moves it to the right. There's that man, Denham. Back to Pangelian. Beats the first tackle. Beats the second tackle. He's got a bit of space, Pangelian, right through. He's going to score the easiest of tries. Oh, poor cover defense there from the Raptors. You talked about him not scoring a try yet, Pangelian. He must have heard you up here. He stepped up, and OMBAC are back.
Yeah, it was right off of a pass from that man, Ian Denham, as well. So there we go. OMBAC out of broken play. It wasn't where Graham wanted the kick to go. He was under a fair bit of pressure. Had to kick off the left foot. So they were able to counter OMBAC, and much the same in the first half when Graham was able to counter. OMBAC are able to counter here. Just a missed tackle there, held off there. Never going to catch him at that speed. And that's try time to the Zach attack.
The Zach attack. The Alpha Graphics replay showing it beautifully there. It's just amazing on those cover defenses. That first up tackle, if you miss it, a lot of times when you're chasing that kick down, you're so committed to the chase. If you miss that first up tackle, there's just value behind the line. There's no one else there.
13 points is the spread now. OMBAC trail 40 points to 27. Still got a fair bit of time left in this game, so if OMBAC can keep the handle on the ball and build that pressure, they can get back into this game very quickly.
Oh, definitely. It's a long time to go. 18 and a half minutes. It's a lifetime in a game of rugby, especially when you're down to 2 scores and you've got a guy like Zach Pangelian and you've got Ian Denham in the back line there.
Absolutely. They had to be the next team to score, and they were able to do it. Ball comes down. That's the Scotsman, Alex Henderson, controls the possession nicely. Purcell, Pangelinan. Now it goes out wide. Now it's to the outside center. Turon comes to the defense, takes it on. OMBAC looking for that quick ball. They've had it pretty much all day. Purcell in second. Oh no! Zach Finoglio with the steal, the intercept. Loitering with intent. He was onside though, so he gets the penalty.
Back 10.
Not coming around. Ian Denham looks like he was penalized there.
Back.
Yeah, Finoglio slow to get to his feet there. I think that wrist is bugging him. You got to go for the 3 points here. Just chew up some time on the clock. Smart move from Mike Graham. He's been pretty much automatic with the boot today thus far, so good call here from Glendale, and that will stretch him out just a little bit further too.
They'll make it a three-score game.
Yeah, back to 16 points. You're
yeah,
right.
they'd have to score 3 times, and that makes total sense, especially the way Graham's kicking today. He has been on fire with the boot. We have a look here at the run. Just got the intercept, just took it forward. He's going to feature for the United States coming up next month in Rugby World Cup qualifier. Denham was on the ground there. It looked like he was the one penalized. But yes, Dan, big World Cup qualifier. Uruguay, home and away.
Yeah, Zach Finoglio will definitely feature in that quite a lot, you would hope. Nice strike from Graham, puts it right between the posts. That takes it out to a 16-point lead.
Yeah, the Eagles want to put that game away. I believe the first of the home and away is in Montevideo, in Uruguay. They want to get the win on the board there so that they can do some things maybe a little more creatively in Georgia. Georgia as in the American state, not the country in the Caspian Sea. They're already qualified for the World Cup. we restart play. A big catch there for Casey Rock. Had a lot of pressure on him. He's done really well to drag that ball to the ground. The scrum half, Miller. We got a penalty coming up here. Looks like a little
obstruction.
Little obstruction there.
Yeah.
So OMBAC, if they get hit back with a quick try, could make it interesting.
Referee just giving the mark there to Pangelian. Oh, he's going to have a shot.
Yeah, this isn't a bad thing. You need 3 scores. This will bring it back to two converted tries to win the game. I actually, with little less than 20 minutes now, yeah, this is a smart call.
I'm not going to argue with you, Ray. I'm going to let you run with this one.
Hey.
Especially Pangelian, he's kicked well.
If he misses it, then my theory is all shot out the door.
So this will bring it. This will take the lead, chop it down to 13 points, which is 2 converted tries. Time on the clock. We're looking at probably about 15 minutes to go on the official clock. And Pangelian also automatic with the boot today. Has had a great day kicking. Right on top of the Infinity Park logo there. Big kick in the complex of the game as he comes in. Hits it well. Looks good from up here.
He's got
Touch
it.
judges like it. Referee likes it. 43 points to 30. We've got a 13-point ball game with 15 minutes to go, Ray.
Take a look here at the replay, the Alpha Graphics replay. Ball goes out. It wasn't a great pass. I mean, Spencer Scott did a great job dragging it in, but there was a guy in front of him just shielding the way for the defender. There was a defender in the vicinity, so that's always going to be a penalty for obstruction. As Graham gets us back underway. Nice take there. That was a good job from Zach Sapira.
Yeah, got him for not releasing there. That is one of the strong points of Spencer Scott. Not the biggest guy as a 6, but he is on the ball so fast. I mean, he is there. Look at the tackle when he comes down, and Spencer Scott is right over the top. He gets his hands on the ball, gets over it, gets low so he can't get cleaned out. The referee doesn't have any other choice but to penalise OMBAC for not releasing.
So Graham's going to go for the touchline on this occasion, not for goal. So we're going to chew up the clock.
Here you go. Let's just look at the handiwork of Spencer Scott from the kickoff. Does well there, Shapiro, to bring it in. Watch Spencer Scott straight on. You can see him clawing at that ball. The referee sees that. He has no other option but to penalise unless the OMBAC player releases the ball. In that case, Shapiro did not. And Spencer Scott has done a great job to win the ball for his team here.
The key thing was Shapiro never even had the time to release the ball to any of his teammates. His teammates weren't there quick enough.
Correct.
And that allowed Spencer Scott to get in there and just dictate terms, much the same way as Casey Rock has dictated terms. And they go the short side. Williams. Check that, Miller. Little hit up, and that's the hooker. And that's his second try of the game. The left post was left completely isolated there from the defensive side. OMBAC. The skipper, Zach Finoglio, saw it, scored it. That should be the try to seal this game. Glendale, what a job.
That'll go close. Get Las Vegas on the phone. What are the odds of a hooker getting a double? 2 tries for Finoglio back-to-back. Great work from the captain. Great. There you look at his experience and his time in the USA Eagles. You know, he's just an experienced campaigner. He looks up, sees that the pillar position's missing, and it's an easy try. He just picks the ball up and he's just too big that close to the line, forces his way over. What a great heads-up play. That wrist obviously not hurting him too much now.
No, very happy about that. His coach here, Andre Stamen, and his national coach, very happy. But have a look at this. You have a look. Good snipe there. Just sets it up. Now the forwards are in charge. 5 meters out. Only one player there on the outer part. That was the replacement player, Ethan Willis. But he was going to never make that tackle when Finoglio goes to his inside shoulder. He's just going to bounce off, bang, nobody there.
No, you saw Pangelian pointing, trying to hurry him up to get in there. It was just too little too late, unfortunately, for OMBAC.
That takes OMBAC to 48 points. Are they going to get to the 50 as they did against Santa Monica? 48 points to 30. We're down to about the last 10 minutes. 18 points is a long way to come back for OMBAC.
Out of the way, 2.
Good kick. All kinds of problems there. Fenolio could have been penalized there for coming back, changing his running line and obstructing. But we're going to have a scrum down to OMBAC for the knock-on by Glendale.
Here we get a look at the OMBAC bench. Sun starting to drift away here to the west. It's starting to get a little chilly in the shade. There's a good shot. See that OMBAC back line set out deep to the right. Referee blows the scrum up. Not happy. We will reset.
One thing we do know from this OMBAC side, though, doesn't matter if there's only 30 seconds left in the game. They're going to try have a crack at scoring here.
Well, they beat Santa Monica a few weeks ago after full time. The time had expired. Zach Pangeline got over, then converted for the win. So they will keep going. Let's not discredit their fighting spirit.
No. This is a good-looking young OMBAC side. May not have the ultimate success this year, but they're building in the right direction.
Again, Chad London, he has been a monster in defense today.
Great defensive play. Now it goes out. Duratello just whacks into the defense. Quite happy to as well. A little untidy here.
Messi, good clean out, and they'll get this ball from either team. Looks like
OMBAC's going to retain
more
it.
to it.
They're going to have to use it.
Oh, he's lost
That's
it.
offside.
There you go. Number 18.
And now they go quickly. Purcell with the tap. They haven't gone. They better be careful there because that was a lifting tackle. Right, he didn't worry about the tackle. It was just knock 10 in defense. And they go again. This is the skipper, Denham. Little inside ball. And it's turned over, but hands in.
Listen to the ref here. Could be a card.
Hold the mark right here. Okay, look. No. Back over there. No, that was a big mess. It got brought back in by Bluefoot. This over here. 5 hit the ground. Just laid there. No attempt to move at all, okay? I need him moving. And look. Last one, yeah. Okay, talk to him. Yep.
I thought the referee was going to go to his pocket there, but no yellow cards in this game. So OMBAC's going to be able to take the tap, as they will here. They need 3 scores, so they're going to take the tap and go for it. Long ball out from Purcell. Gives it to that big man, Duratello. And a little snipe, a little go from the halfback. Now it goes up to the number 6, Zach Shapiro. He's worked hard today. Deserves reward. Glendale defend well. OMBAC need to restructure. Now it goes out. Denham, little dummy, little shift inside. Stays with OMBAC. Now they pick and drive.
Come in here, high tackle forward.
Blow the whistle. Now they go again. Now they got to go out wide. That's fine. They did not go forward. But it goes into touch. And this may have been OMBAC's last chance. Referee hasn't blown that up. My take is that it's Glendale throw, Dan.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to have a look which way the assistant referee deems this to have gone. Very open play there. Exciting stuff. Looks like he's going to give it to Glendale.
Yes.
Oh, actually, he's given it a scrum to Glendale for the flick on from Pangelian, having claimed it went forward.
We're setting up for
Oh,
a
no.
lineup.
Didn't go forward, so we do have the line out to Glendale. They go down the back. Good catch. That's the number 6, Spencer Scott. He's so busy around the field that we forget about how good he is down the back of the line out. The Glendale hooker's got such a good, accurate throw. Just nails him, and now they go wide through Chad London. He's made the gap. He's gotten outside, beats Denham, the fullback. Going to have to make a great tackle there, and they do. The winger coming back is in cover. This is Paga, center. Just hammers it up another 10 meters. We're only about 10 out. Now they go. Oh, big hit on the hooker.
Alex Byrne from Dublin. Meet Zach Fenolio from Denver. My, that was a big hit. But he got straight up. Fenolio, to his credit, just shakes it off and keeps going. Obviously, Fenolio, born in Denver, plays for Glendale. And Byrne, born in Dublin, plays for OMBAC. Dublin's not playing Denver.
It is the world game.
It is a world game. It's got soccer covered, that's for sure. And here we go. Glendale going for the jugular here. Went for the line out. Again, going to chew up a little bit of clock here. About 6 minutes to go. They're going to look to pull this down. Maul it over at work last time. Off the phase play, we saw Fenolio go over. Well, both times, Fenolio scored wide the first, and then he scored from the little snipe on the second one.
Yeah, it shows you his versatility. You know,
He is a great thrower of the ball. Look at that.
there we
Perfect
go.
to
Once
Spencer
again,
Scott.
Scott gets high, does good work. They keep the ball going.
Keep it up,
That ball
Bruce.
is up.
Don't collapse it.
Oh, he just slipped down there, Zach Paga. Yeah.
Referee's blown it up here. Could be a turnover to OMBAC.
Guys,
Oh, a little bit of how's your father.
Zach Shapiro trying to introduce himself. It's kind of an interesting one, this, because OMBAC didn't bring it down.
guys. No. Got a scrum here to white.
Interesting call. Interesting call.
No, actually, I don't disagree with that call because they were moving forward in that maul. The player in possession slipped down. There was no infraction. He just slipped, and the ball became unplayable. So yes, that's a good call from Greg Wolf. Scrum to Glendale.
And one call that just chews up a little bit more time on the clock as we wait for this scrum to set. And here you'll see on the replay what we talk about. Zach Pauger with the ball. Black tights there for Glendale will slip, and then it's just a bunch of players fall over, and that's fair enough. Unplayable at that point. Too many bodies on the ground. Bring it up and scrum down. Good call.
Yeah, David Sneed is on the field right now for Glendale. He's the replacement scrum half on for Crawford Miller. And let's take a look.
And here we go. The Pacific Rugby Premiership returns to Infinity Park next week as we see Glendale versus Olympic Club. A rematch from round one in which Glendale won. It's going to be Saturday, March 15, 3 p.m. Mountain Time, live on the Rugby Town USA Ustream feed. Here we go. Schneeb with the ball, putting it in. King Glendale closest away. No, it's going to go against the head. He's got him with a short arm, though, going straight down.
Looked like he got him for a foot up in the scrum.
Over here in front of me.
Quick tap. Mitchell with the ball.
Behind the line.
Yeah, he didn't get the bind right. He got one of the players in the scrum. It didn't look like it was one of the front rowers. It looked like one of the locks had released their bind. So it looked like that was the call. Short arm penalty. And Glendale have, instead of taking a free kick or a penalty tap, what they're going to do is scrummage in from the 5.
Good call. Just keep grinding that clock out.
Yeah.
Every time you're packing down, you're taking another 30, 45 seconds off.
It's good work for the reserves on there now. Quite a few of them are on there in the pack. So the Glendale boys.
Hey, that's Stacey's plea,
You have
guys.
a tight grouping, the little diamond right around Mike Graham and back. See Dustin Croy, Justin Paga.
Crouch.
Then you got the two guys out wide. What it does is it gives you two options. You've actually got 3 here because it depends who they want to bring in on the straight line. Good scrum there, controlled from Glendale. Now it comes out. Graham, which one does he want? He wants the replacement winger on the inside. Glendale. Sneed digs it out. Here's the try scorer, 2 try scorer, a brace today for Zach Fenoglio. Now it goes out, good quick hands there. Strong run there. Will he get it down in the corner? Yes.
Preston Bryant with the try. The young Zimbabwean who's in the academy for the South African 7 side coming over. He is absolutely thrilled to be playing under one of his idols, Andre Snaben, and he is a handy player. Actually going to CU now up at Colorado, up at Boulder there, and been playing his rugby for Glendale, and a good try, and definitely wrapping up the game here and bringing up the half century for the Raptors.
Oh, absolutely. This game is done now. Andre Snaben, his idol, got a try for him today, and he'll be very happy with the day's work done. Tied at halftime, but they've had a much dominant second half, and that's kind of where Glendale is right now. They poured it on in the second half against Santa Monica. They've done the same thing to OMBAC from Southern California as well. Mike Graham with the conversion attempt here. This may be the last play of the day, but the kids here enjoying a great day of footy today. There you go, Superman. Good on ya. There we go.
And Mike Graham probably been my player of the game today. Absolutely fantastic effort. He's been great in defence, great off the foot and attacking as well. You saw him distribute there to Preston Bryant. Quick little shovel on. He's had a good year, and it'll be interesting to see the standings on the point scoring after today. He's put up a few with the points, with the penalties and conversions.
Yep, he's bringing it
that
around.
won't give him any more though, because he's missed that one. The score now is 53 for Glendale over OMBAC 30. 53 to 30. Raptors leading Old Mission.
Yeah, they
Beach
cracked the
Athletic Club out of
52
San Diego.
matches in a row.
Here we go. We have a couple of minutes left here in this game, and it has been, like last week, almost a carbon copy. Very close in the first half, but Glendale have just blown them away in the second half.
Well, the thing is they've shut them down. That's not 10. That's a mistake. You can see the frustration there from Zach Shapiro. But that's right, they shut them down. OMBAC went in at the break on 20 points. They did not get any points in this second half.
There is Superior's compatriot. There's Alex Henderson there. Beautiful shot of him. And
no,
he's been busy, the Scotsman, too.
Well, you have a look at the age, actually, of this OMBAC side. They're pretty young. And, I mean, they're in a good place. They had a couple of shocking years, few years. Just really struggled as a club to bring things back under control. And I think they're on the right path now. It may take another year or two before they get it right and get in line to challenge for a championship, but they're in the right direction. You see the big man, Zach Parga, gives it to Graham, and he just reverses play. And look out, Dustin Croy, nice kick through. Well, just doesn't quite bring it in. Glendale look like they've retained possession here.
Good run from Justin Mitchell. Met, though, there from Mallon, the 8-man from Ireland.
He's tried so hard today.
He's had a great game. Zach Pauga steps back inside Duratolo.
That's a good battle.
There is a good battle. Two big men there.
Well, Pauga, he was being looked at by the Queensland Reds for a possible contract. And now a little rubber through. Chad London regathers. Did he score the try?
I think he did. Let's have a look at, yes,
there
and they've given
is.
the try. Beautiful little kick through. The Raptors put the stamp on it. It's signed, it's sealed, and now it's delivered. They will take away this victory. Beautiful stuff there from Chad London.
This has been a very good performance from Glendale. I'm very impressed with the attitude of this side right now. They're playing for each other. You look at it, they don't have a lot of superstars in their group, which they've had in the past. But these guys are playing for one another, and they've certainly got the reward today.
You know, I spoke with their captain, Zach Fenolio, during the week, and one thing he said to me, they didn't want to come in as a team of arrogance. They were a little disappointed with the power rankings that came out early in the year. They had them in 8th place. No chance, basically. These guys are going to come last. Everyone's going to beat them. Glendale don't belong in this competition. They've got a chip on their shoulders, and they've really proved it thus far. And now, with this victory, that may take them to the top of the table. With San Francisco losing early today, they'll now be equal, both with a loss each, and it'll go to bonus points. With today's match and last week's, I think Glendale may have the slight edge there. They may be top of the table.
Yeah, if that's the way it works, bonus points. San Francisco Golden Gate does have them on the heads up. They in that first round game.
Well, they
so
do.
it's going to come down right to it. And we can see now pretty clearly as we get through week 6, San Francisco Golden Gate can be beaten. Glendale, great second half performances in a number of these games, but the last 2 weeks has been dynamic. Graham pushes that across the front of the face of the goalpost, and referee Greg Wolf will call it. A very impressive performance from the Glendale Raptors. OMBAC never stopped trying. A good young side, great future for them, but today the Glendale Raptors run away big, 58-30 winners over OMBAC. We're going to take a short break. We'll have all the second half highlights and the Man of the Match award.
Today's match from Rugbytown, USA was brought to you by the Greater Glendale Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for supporting business in the Glendale area. Alpha Graphics. Increase your reach with Alpha Graphics. alphagraphics.com. Butler Rents, Colorado's most complete party rentals. ButlerRents.com. And by O'Brien Rugby. For all your rugby needs, o'brienrugby.com.
Whoa, you all right? I think I dislocated my shoulder. On a weekend? You'll never get a doctor on a weekend.
Enough with doctor's hours. At Doctors Express, we know accidents happen at inconvenient times. That's why we're open weekends and extended hours for everything from fevers to falls. Doctors Express Urgent Care.
Well, so how's your new mortgage going?
Oh, great. First Bank's doing most of the work for me, so got a lot of extra time on my hands.
Oh, so what you been up to?
Everyone, remember to have your parking validated at the end of the day. Now let the battle commence!
Golf. A lot of golf.
Worry less about your mortgage and more about your free time with a mortgage made easy at First Bank.
The new place is perfect, or at least it will be, with a little help from Dex. In the book or at DexKnows.com. Dex can help you get results fast and deliver the best local advice so you can get it done right here, right now.
We should do this more often.
Dex, results for the here and now.
Welcome back. It's full time here where the Glendale Raptors have come away with a big win over the OMBAC club, a young OMBAC club, Dan. But I tell you what, I was really impressed with the nature of Glendale's business today. They were united. They wanted to make a statement. And wow, what a center pairing.
Oh, I couldn't have put it better, business-like. They were very methodical. They play to their strengths, which is their midfield. Mike Graham, a great general at orchestrating them around the paddock. And when they get in trouble, he just kicks the ball away. He's got such a talented boot. He can kick it away and they make up yards. It was really a methodical performance from Glendale.
All right, let's send it down to the field where we're going to have our Core Power Man of the Match award.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Infinity Park Rugby Town, USA. How about a big hand for these two great teams? Where'd my grandson go? Chris, you got to stand next to me over here. A little business to talk about. As you know, in Glendale, we have an ambassador program. And the ambassadors today for the year of 2014, I'm happy to announce we have Zach Faniglio, Casey Rock, Chad London, Josh Pico, Jack Hayward, Juliana Tordonato from the women's team, Hedda Rodriguez-Howard, and Joanna Kalinsky is not with us today. These are the people that go out and sell the idea of the community building aspect of rugby and the concept that you can change the world through the great sport of rugby. As you know, we hand out an award to the player or the man of the match from both teams. The reason for this is you play rugby against people that you will eventually play with. They are your teammates in life. And like life, we pass backwards to go forwards, and we create the idea that we collaborate in competition for the purpose of discovering who we are. And that is the greatness and the uniqueness of this sport. Today, the player of the match for OMBAC, Chris Tudor, number 13. Come up, mate. Now, you know, in rugby, we're expected to say something really, really intelligent. And I know you're the man.
I don't have anything to say. Thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for watching.
What did you think about playing at altitude? It's difficult, isn't it?
I've played up here a couple of times for U19s, so it's not too bad. I've done it before. So
We provided you with some warm weather there. Last week was 14 degrees.
I think we brought the warm weather with us.
Ah, you're to blame. Well, please come back. Big hand for Chris. The man of the match for the Glendale Raptors, Zach Vaniglio. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Big thanks to OMBAC. Hell of a fought game, and it was hell of a lot closer than the score showed. Yes, very close game. Well done. Thank you very much. Look forward to being out in San Diego.
Now, before you leave us, a little announcement to make. Selected for the World Cup qualifier camp in Atlanta, March 11 through 15, Zach Vaniglio and Chad London of the Glendale Raptors. That's great news. Now, something that we do, and we want to invite OMBAC because we know, as you know, that it's about the kids. We want you to stick around. These kids want to meet you. Chris, you know about being the kudu guy. You're going to sign some autographs. Little order of business that we do in rugby. One cheer for the officials. Hip, hip. Now, our family, the rugby fans, the people that make this all happen, to our family, the rugby family, 3 cheers. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. OMBAC, thank you. Come and meet the kids.
All right. Player of the matches. 2 players that I think both justified their positions today. Certainly, Zach Vaniglio, just named to the Eagles squad for the training camp. Great performance. And also the OMBAC side. Young side, they're going in the right way.
Yeah, very fitting decision for the core power man of the match in Zach Vaniglio. He definitely made a difference. His line-out throws were spot on all day, first half and second half. And then the second half, the big fella, he got involved on the attack. You saw him score 2 beautiful tries. The first one here, running off Mike Graham and just fighting his way over there. Beautiful stuff. He's the captain of this side for a reason. He's not only a great player, but he's a great leader as well. And as you saw from his post-game speech there, a man of few words, more action. So beautiful stuff from Vaniglio and the whole Raptors squad.
No, it was a good performance. I was impressed with OMBAC. As I said, a young side, certainly heading in the right direction. I tell you what, there was a lot of action in that second half. So we're going to come up here right now and take a look at the highlights of the second half of what was a very entertaining game. Dan, take us through the first couple.
Well, we just saw the try from Vaniglio. We're going to get another look at it here. Mike Graham, beautiful distribution of the ball out wide there, and Vaniglio just too strong close to the line. It really was all Glendale in the second half. They just attacked so well and made the most of opportunities. Here we go, Zach Pendleton. He was the best player for OMBAC, the most threatening player on a counter-attack there, just slides right through. At that point, it looked like OMBAC may have had a chance to come back. However, Glendale quick to get the nails back out and find the coffin with the hammer. They drilled it home, and it was that man again, Vaniglio, getting his second. Nice little pick and go there, close to the line. OMBAC just in disarray, unable to get their defense set quick enough, and he scored a beautiful try.
That's the vision of Vaniglio. Just saw the lack of defense there on the edge, took advantage of it, and now they go wide. Big bursting run there, sets the possession up. Good quick hands from Graham, gets it out to the winger. Young man from Zimbabwe touches down in the corner, gets the job done, and then right at the death, the final try. A complete performance, Dan.
It was beautiful stuff. Good heads-up play again here. You see the quick ball, goes to Preston Bryant, notices the wingers up flat, just dribbles it through, and his compatriot from South Africa, Chad London, dots it over for a great try to finish the match for Glendale.
And Chad London's another player that's going to make the camp in Atlanta for the World Cup qualifiers. So 2 players for Glendale. Congratulations to them. Bigger and better things coming.
Definitely is.
All right, we've had a great day of rugby here from Rugby Town, USA, Infinity Park, Glendale, Colorado. Just like to thank everybody for joining us here at Rugby Town, USA, where the Glendale Raptors defeated Old Mission Bay Athletic Club San Diego by a score of 58 points to 30 in the 6th round of the Pacific Rugby Premiership inaugural season. For more info on Infinity Park, go to infinityparkatglendale.com. For Dan Power and our entire crew I'm Ray Veers saying thanks for joining us this afternoon.
What if you could see your kids get home safely without actually being there? Or turn your lights on from somewhere else? Welcome to Xfinity Home from Comcast, the total home security and home control solution combining professional monitoring with online and mobile tools, plus text and email alerts, remote alarm and light controls, and remote video monitoring. This is home security reimagined. Xfinity Home from Comcast. Learn more at xfinity.com/home.